Cardano right now is down nearly 8%, more than any other top 10 crypto that we have on the market right now. But amidst that and being 36 cents, Cardano's NFT scene and in general, Cardano's inner ecosystems are booming more than ever. And in today's video, we're going to dive into a little bit of Cardano NFTs and what the heck's going on with all this traction and all this volume coming into the scene. First off, Cardano NFTs, the mysterious, celestial society of elites that know that there's actually NFTs on Cardano. Well, it's expanded. There's a lot more people in this society now, and this society is actually not exclusive whatsoever, and anyone can be in it. Anyways, speaking of societies, Ape Society, one of the leading projects right now on Cardano NFTs, now is an 8,300 Cardano floor price. We haven't seen a floor price this high in a long time, and amidst that, a bunch of other NFTs have huge floor prices now, over 1,000, which just hasn't happened before on Cardano NFTs. Since the year I've been in them, I've never seen this much traction in floor prices and overall just volume coming in all at once to maintain these floor prices. When we go to the 30-day volume, you're going to see here in the past week, we've seen an influx of users come in and start to buy stuff on Cardano. Whether this is a few whales, whether this is a bunch of users, it's hard to say, but realistically, it's probably more so a bunch of users, because these floor prices on a bunch of collections across the board and overall volume in all types of sectors of NFTs are doing really good right now. People are up and about, even though the price of Cardano, as I mentioned, 36 cents. More people than ever are just coming and having some fun with NFTs. Compared to all-time highs, this isn't exactly like super bull run for NFTs, but when we look at only transaction volume, you're going to see we do see peaks that were almost in line with these major peaks, close to 3 million we've seen before in the bull run of NFTs for Cardano. So we're kind of seeing some really big spikes right now. I don't know if they're going to last forever, but right now things are very, very exciting and people are interested again in what's going on in the markets, which hasn't really happened for a long while, at least for the past 3 or 4 months. If you go to JPEG Store, the leading NFT marketplace on Cardano, you just go to the front page, you're going to see here there is a ton of collections with a ton of volume. Even Berries, one of the first Cardano NFTs on Cardano ever, have a floor of 95,000 now, and 2 of them sold for around 60,000 in the past 24 hours. Things like that just don't happen that often, and in general, Cardano is getting a lot more recognition outside of just Cardano from other blockchains now with the increase in volume and kind of creating a cascading or snowball effect for volume in Cardano NFTs. Now, I know there's not one cause and effect for all of this volume in Cardano NFTs, but I do think a large part of it is some of the venture capitalist funding or really mainstream funding coming into NFTs through different platforms aiming to build something big. Example, Book.io. Now, I have like 3 books right now. I'm working on getting some more books in my collection for sure, but this is a platform that is not just for NFT degenerates. This is a platform for people who like books, which oddly enough applies to more than just people in cryptocurrency land. And especially for authors, gives them the ability to do things they haven't done before and receive royalties for all the secondary sales on their books. Things like that just don't come every day for authors, and that opportunity is pretty big in itself. But along with it, what they're creating here has attracted a lot of attention from big firms, big companies or big venture capitalist firms that want to invest money into this industry and specifically have invested into Book.io. Now, I'm not saying Book.io is the end all be all of books, NFTs, but they're creating something really cool in Cardano, and I think this does have a larger effect on the NFT ecosystem as more people are turning their heads to what's being built on Cardano in general when they see things like Book.io. If you want to check out these 2 press releases about Book.io with Ingram Content Group investing in them, and also BDMI, which is another capital firm for venture capitalists, then be sure to check them out. They will be linked down in the description. I also want to mention my wallets. I am completely transparent about them, and they are up in terms of value a lot. Now, this isn't completely accurate in terms of valuations, but all the NFTs that I own, or most of them, pretty much all of them, are up in floor price because of this boost in Cardano NFTs ecosystem. You can see my wallets on screen here if you want to check them out, what I'm selling, what I'm doing, what I'm up to. 8115, basement handle, and Jack. So that's that. That's all I'm going to let you guys know for now. Also, if you want to stick with the Jack, stick with their passive ADA, on your radar, you can do so with the Jack stake pool. Now, I also think a large part of the NFT boom has to do with just Cardano in general becoming a little bit more popular right now during the bear market, because it's building, but also because people are attracting to projects inside the ecosystem heavily, and they're putting a lot of volume and investments into it. Outside of just venture capitalists, people are putting a lot of money into tokens like Society here, 1 million volume in the past 24 hours, and a lot of others with hundreds of thousands of volume in the past 24 hours, because they are valuable to them. They think they have potential, and they're creating something that is interesting to the investors, which creates excitement, and you just don't get that much excitement in a bear market. So having this increases the volume, that volume increases other people's excitement, and in turn increases the volume once again. Big projects doing big things, or just attracting big money, it's going to put a lot more excitement into the ecosystem, whether it be the Ape Society or Spacebuds or Clay Nation or Dirtbirds, whatever project that you have your bags in, I don't know. It is good for the ecosystem to see volume coming in. And ultimately, all of this volume right now coming into Cardano for NFTs will also trickle down into other parts of the ecosystem as time goes on, like DEXs and much, much more. A lot of Cardano's ecosystem is yet to be polished up and yet to be injected with liquidity. And this is just the beginning, I believe, of something that could last a long, long time for Cardano once people realize that, hey, there's actual stuff that is useful over here. And even more so when big things like the stable coins from JED to Indigo's IUSD to new wallets coming out that are really, really solid, and new DEXs and market makers that bring tools that we haven't seen before and no one's ever seen before, even outside of DeFi, but also in traditional finance. A lot of things are coming to Cardano, and right now things seem to be warming up a bit for the people in the ecosystem who've been a bit less than excited about everything that's going on, and now we're seeing volume and a lot more people coming in. Before we go, I'm going to leave this link down in the description, but if you want to get your friends into NFTs, you want to see them set up a wallet, you want to see them do stuff on Cardano, there is a full guide on JPEG Store. I helped put this together with videos, and JPEG Store is awesome. So there's video guides, full links on how to set up everything. If you want to do this, check out the link in the description, or send this to your friend who's on Ethereum or doesn't have Cardano at all, and get them to follow along and get some Cardano NFTs. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. It's my friend Jack. Peace out.